It was dark and I heard a bell. Now I stood up, pulled out my gun, and walked towards the sound. Suddenly, I saw two men pointed their guns at me. And then, boom, I woke up. The next evening, after classes, I, along with my friends, logged in again to this game in the evening after classes. And we used to play sometimes for about 3 to 4 hours straight, and even more in the lockdown or during holidays. After this nightmare, I asked myself, what is this? Is this a game? A game that has been controlling my life? Because of this, I cannot focus on my studies. My sleep was deprived. I cannot focus and concentrate on my goals. I said no. And hence, I picked up my phone and deleted this game. And thus began the journey of my change, which is going to be a battle. This change was going to be very difficult in the start, messy in the middle, but beautiful in the end. First of all, my mind resisted because it was for and against my decision of deleting this game. You only play this game during lockdown. You will delete it after lockdown. During lockdown, I have so many things planned for myself. I will not waste any more time on this game. Your friends are going to be so upset. My friends are going to be upset. My friends who think that they're in the army or some gangsters just because they're shooting people online, just as TikTokers believe that they are Bollywood superstars. My family is going to be so happy. And this was the truth. My parents were so happy because they watched episodes of Southern India in which the children used to kill, murder, steal from the families because of this game. So my parents were happy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmaster Nidhi. In the previous meeting, we discussed about misandry. And in this game, I witnessed it firsthand. The girls who used to sit on the front benches of my class and were the toppers, during lockdown, half of them downloaded TikTok and half of them downloaded PUBG. The girls who downloaded PUBG and who believed in misandry, they killed and brutally hit men with pans and guns in their hands. Well, the parents bought them high-end smartphones just because they believed that their daughters are going to use them for downloading Unacademy. I doubt it. Now the thing is that I want to tell you one more thing. The recoil velocity of AK-47 is more than that of M14. Wait a minute. This should not be in my mind right now. This was it. I cannot get my head out of this game. I needed something concrete. And hence, I sat down and figured it out. 3 hours, 30 days for 6 months of the lockdown comes out to be north of about 500 hours. 500 hours? 500 hours I spent in this game. If I would have spent 500 hours talking to the crush I have in college, I would be getting those cheesy love messages I would be getting those hearts of red, green, blue, violet, orange, those rainbow colored hearts. I would be getting those good night text messages that we all want in our life. So now, if I would have spent these 500 hours into my Toastmasters journey, I would have become a much better public speaker. If I would have invested these hours, these 500 hours into exercising, I would have turned this abdominal tires into abdominal muscles. So this was it. This was it. This was done. I was done with this game and this was my time. In Kabir Singh, there's a very famous dialogue. When you have your vices and the bell rings, the person should think about those vices and pay attention to his life. Pay attention to his life. In every situation in our life, we will only have three choices with us. Either we can change the situation, or we can accept the situation, or we can ignore or reject the situation. But today, I will not tell you to follow any of these three choices because you will not, right? Because unless your bell rings for you, you will not wake up. Thank you. Over to the Toastmasters Day. Thank you for having me. You have been a lovely audience.
Toastmaster Hriday Thakur.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So let me start with the evaluation of Toastmaster Hriday Thakur. So today, Hriday got a very interesting speech topic that he needs to give a plan for a change management. Now, when we talk about change, we can talk about organizational change or a societal change, but he took this interesting topic of talking about change in himself. So the first point which I liked about Hriday was his topic. He chose a topic which was relatable to all of us. As we all know that in our club, there is a lot of people who are between the age of 20 to 30, and a lot of people could relate to playing PUBG. So when he talked about change, he took a topic which people could relate to. Thereby, he bridged the gap between himself and the audience. Now, the second point which I liked about Hriday was his appropriate and optimal use of props. For example, the way his attire he was wearing, the bell and the gun. He didn't overdo any of these three props. He had them as surprise. He had full control on every prop which he was using. And it was really nice coordinated effort. Though I still could not understand the relevance of that attire with the topic, but yet it was a coordinated effort. Now the third point which I liked was that he was sticking to the objectives. His objective was to give a change management plan, and he didn't talk about change management, but talked about a topic and how he's effecting change in his own life. His structure was also quite refined. He talked about his own story, the pros and cons of PUBG, and eventually how he changed. So it was a well-defined structure. I think he also had a lot of humor when he said that I would have, if I would have used 500 hours. So just to tell Hriday, the number of messages you send is not directly proportional to the number of messages you receive from a girl. But it was funny when he said the recoil of AK-47 is more than M8, and he had a pause, and then he said, this is all is on my mind. I think that was also a good thing to do. Now, talking about recommendations where I think Hriday can improve in this speech, when we talk about change management plan, which generally means that how are you affecting the change? You talk more about that why you should stop playing PUBG, which is talking about the change, but there was no description, detailed description that what plan you have devised so that you are going to bring this change in your life. That when you wake up next day and you feel that urge of playing PUBG, what is your exact plan? How are you going to stop playing PUBG? By the change management plan, we mean the exact plan which we need to do. So I think you should definitely have a change management plan in this kind of a speech. Also, one small point, when you were doing these two sides of my mind, I think you could have been more dramatic in your voice, and this could have come out in a more refined manner. Overall, I think you stuck to the objectives. You completed the objectives about 80%. The topic was relatable. I liked your dress code, your use of props. It was optimal. Your voice modulation pauses were good, but you could have talked more steps in a change management plan and also did that thing in a more refined manner. That is all from my side.